Starlito.
Jermaine Eric Shute, better known by his stage name Starlito, is an American rapper. He is best known for the 2005 song, Grey Goose, which featured artists Young Jeezy and Gotti. His second single, released in 2007, was Champagne Crazy featuring then labelmate Lil Wayne. His third radio single was I Go Ham, and would later also feature the Atlanta rapper Gucci Mane. He is also known for working with rapper Young Buck on Cashville Records label earlier in his career. He later signed with major label Cash Money Records. During this time he would release numerous mixtapes including the I Love You series, and the Tenn-a-keyan series. After basically no support from the Cash Money, he would release the song B.M.F or Beggin for My Freedom, Be My Friend, or Belittle My Future. He was released from his contract and then put out the mixtape Free at Last, a proclamation of his freedom from his label situation. His first mixtape was released around the time he was attending Tennessee State University, where he was also on the basketball team. The series of mixtapes entitled Starlito's Way and Starlito's Way 2 have been his most critically acclaimed work to the date. Specifically Starlito's Way 2, in which much growth is seen in his delivery and subject matter. He discusses issues of his own fame in the song Rap Music Ruined My Life, and having to deal with himself in the song Man in the Mirror, and in 2010 he released the third edition Starlito's Way 3, Life Insurance was released. Following suit of its predecessors, the maturation of Lito becomes apparent with songs like The Story Rap 3's Company. Lito is a mixture not often found in today's rapper. Continuous progression, charisma, and hard work have continued to make him successful. Lito is also a member of the Nashville rap group Trash Bag Gang. In the summer of 2011 he released a mixtape with Memphis rapper Don Trip titled Step Brothers. The collaboration was met with much critical acclaim, being voted one of the top mixtapes of the year. In October 2011, Starlito released another mixtape entitled Ultimate Warrior. A month later another mixtape was released by All Star called Separation Anxiety. In January he released a musical mixtape entitled For My Foes, a 20-minute YouTube video with 4 songs. On March 31, 2012 Starlito released a mixtape called Mental Warfare, listing it on his bandcamp for $100 with the price as an April Fool's gag. The album included WTF, which is Starlito's latest single. At a show in his hometown on May 27, Starlito announced that he had signed with Grind Hard Records in an attempt to restart the same success the group shared during the mid-2000s. Since making his independence in the music industry clear, Starlito has taken a vow of quality control and has continued to release music and tour. July 2, 2013 Starlito released Cold Turkey, a studio album for sale on iTunes. The Cold Turkey album debuted at #1 on the Heatseekers album charts in its first week. October 15, 2013 Starlito and Don Trip released Step Brothers 2, the follow-up project to their 2011 release. With the release of Step Brothers 2, Starlito has seen a new level of success in his career. Starlito followed up Step Brothers 2 with solo album Fried Turkey, which peaked at #1 on Google Play charts. Starlito finished 2013 by releasing an unannounced mixtape Insomnia Addict on his birthday.
Discography.
2005, Prince of the Ville. 2007, Starlito's Way 2, December 15, A Star Was Born and Internal Affairs. 2012, Mental Warfare. 2013, Cold Turkey. 2013, Fried Turkey. Official mixtapes. 2011, Ultimate Warrior. 2012, Post-Traumatic Stress. 2013, Funerals and Court Dates. 2013, Attention Tithes and Taxes. 2013, Insomnia Addict. Collaboration mixtapes. 2008, Starbucks, with Young Buck. 2011, Step Brothers, with Don Trip. 2013, Step Brothers 2, with Don Trip.
Guest appearances.
2006, Drop It Off, La Chat featuring All Star and Gotti, Off Bad Influence. 2006, Work With It, Young Buck featuring Gotti, All Star and Lil Murder, Off Welcome to the Trap House. 2006, Spend It Q's You Got It, Yo Gotti featuring All-Star Cashville Prince, off Back to Da Basics, 2006, No More, Birdman and Lil Wayne featuring Starlito, off Like Father, Like Son, 2007, We Gangsta, Birdman featuring All-Star and Yo Gotti, off 5 Stunner, 2009, Dope Man Bitch, Young Buck featuring All-Star, Sosa the Plugin 615, off Cashville Takeover, 2009, Money Right, Young Buck featuring All-Star and Sosa the Plug, off Back for the Streets, 2009, Where the Hoes At, Young Buck featuring All-Star and Sosa the Plug, off Back for the Streets, 2009, Bag It Up, Young Buck featuring All-Star and Yo Gotti, off Back on My Buck Shit, 2009, You Know I Got It, Young Buck featuring All-Star, off Only God Can Judge Me, 2009, Play Foul, Young Buck featuring All-Star, off Only God Can Judge Me, 2009, Money Maker, Young Buck featuring Yo Gotti and All-Star, off Only God Can Judge Me, 2010, I Beyond Dat, Thar City Paper featuring C Good and Starlito, off Dis What Money Do, 2010, I'm a Hustler, Thar City Paper featuring Yo Gotti and All-Star, off Dis What Money Do, 2010, Any Nigga, Yo Gotti and Zilla featuring Young L.A., J Futuristic and All-Star, off Cocaine Music 4, 2011, Shotgun, Official featuring Starlito and The Joker, off Shotgun, 2012, Touch the Ceilings, Young Buck featuring All-Star, off Live Loyal Die Rich, 2012, The Feds, Don Trip featuring Starlito, off Gorilla, 2012, I'm a Mess, Don Trip featuring Starlito and Whale, off Gorilla, 2012, Countin' Money, Bezeled Gang featuring Starlito, off Thar Music City Miracle, 2013, Countin' My Pockets, Young Buck featuring Starlito and Sosa the Plug, off N.A., 2014, Road Warriors, Don Trip featuring Starlito, off Randy Savage.
Filmography.
2013, Reasonable Emotion,